Before we start the podcast, we want to take the time to say if you like us, please follow, like, comment on SoundCloud, like, comment on YouTube, subscribe, rate, and comment on iTunes. It really helps us out, and we appreciate it. Thank you.
Welcome to Anime Cherry Bomb, your one-stop shop for all your anime review needs. I am the rainy season hero, Aaron, along with the stealth hero, Jay. Jay, how's it going?
It's going good, Aaron. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. This is going to be a doozy today, I can already feel.
Yep. I know you're going to be talking a lot in this one.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, there's a lot to say.
Yeah, but before we start, actually, we have to mention something. I forgot to mention it last week. It's kind of old news now.
Okay.
But we need to pour one out for our boy Detective Conan, aka
definitely.
Case Closed. If you haven't heard the news by now, Funimation has released the rights to Case Closed and will no longer be dubbing it. You can now go ahead and go into your legal means to find your first couple episodes of dubbed Conan, because Funimation doesn't care anymore.
Yep. They don't see any money in it anymore, apparently.
Yeah, honestly, I wanted to put Case Closed on the list. I really wanted to watch it because I as a kid I really loved watching Case Closed. Mm-hmm. But now it's just gonna be harder to find when we start it up.
Yeah.
So
we're gonna have to resort to buying DVDs or something.
Oh yeah, legit. Just buy DVDs or something. Hopefully
the price doesn't go up with it being canceled.
I don't know. Well, they've been out of print for so long too. You gotta imagine that. Mm-hmm. I don't understand how. I'll browse through the Funimation library and it's like, wow, this is still on here and this is still on here.
Yeah, exactly.
But Case Closed is gone now. Now it's how many views does anime on their streaming service have to get before they decide to not renew it anymore?
Yeah, that it's not worth it anymore.
Exactly, because now, we're going to this weird age where a lot of weird niche anime is gonna start disappearing off of.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, off of these sites. So it's like Sekirei is gone now. Mm-hmm. It's been gone for a while.
Yeah.
I wonder what other. I mean, not saying it's some kind of classic, but it could happen to any anime, and it's kind of sad, kind of uplifting because now it's not restricted to that. So now it might be easier to go find it on YouTube or something.
Yeah.
But alas, goodbye, Detective Conan.
Yeah.
I really hope that you would get dubbed again one day.
Well, hopefully, podcasts like ours will keep these old niche animes still in the limelight from when people forget about it and such.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping.
That's one of my goals, is to keep some of this animes alive.
Right. I know on my list I have some gems that we've talked about on car rides, so I'm really. I think I know which one. We talked about it last time on the way home. Yeah, I can't wait to bust that one out.
All right, so the anime that we're gonna be talking about this week is My Hero Academia, or what I like to call it, My Hero Macadamia.
Yeah, My Hero Macadamia Nuts.
Yep.
Or as the weeaboos call it, Boku wa Hero Academia.
Oh yeah.
Or My Hero Aka. That's
another one.
Yeah, Aka, because it's academia.
Yeah, so that's weird.
Yeah, My Hero Aka, or MHA. People also refer to it as.
I don't like those ones. I like Macadamia.
Macadamia. Yeah.
All right, so you want me to go into the facts, Aaron?
Yeah, so let's hit up the facts. Or do you want to hit the synopsis?
Oh yeah, let's do the synopsis.
Yeah. All right. So,
Aaron came prepared this week.
Exactly. Usually behind the scenes, I don't write these until Jay gets here.
And we're already recording.
Yeah, we're about ready to go. So I'm ahead of the game today. Izuku Midoriya was born without a quirk or superpower in a society that's over 80% of the population has one. A chance encounter with the symbol of justice, All Might, leads Izuku to inherit All Might's quirk. Izuku doesn't only have to deal with villains, he also has to learn how to control his newly acquired super strength enough so he doesn't break his extremities. This is the story of how Izuku Midoriya became the greatest hero.
Yeah.
So that's the gist. I love this anime.
Yeah. And I think you already said it in the last podcast.
I said it in the last podcast.
That is like your favorite anime.
Yeah. Already, I will tell you already, it's on my number one. It's going to be hard to beat. It has to, whatever anime we watch that's going to beat it for me, it's going to have to be a random one that we watch. And I've never seen.
Yeah, exactly.
It's going to be really hard.
Yeah, for me, it's definitely top 3.
Oh.
I just don't know where in the top 3 it's going to go.
It's really good. Down to like character development, writing, the world building. It's great. Like, I have rarely seen an anime where I love the main cast, but I want to see more of
the minor
characters.
Yeah, exactly.
There's so many. Like, I don't think they've introduced. Well, there's 2 of my worst characters, but any character can have their own episode, and I'd be really satisfied.
Oh yeah, definitely.
In watching it.
All right, so you want me to go into the facts now?
Yeah. Okay. We can go.
All right. So My Hero Academia is a shonen anime released in 2016. This is a brand spanking new anime. Yeah. And it's still going on. It's over 40 episodes currently. It's based on the manga written and illustrated by Kohei Kurakoshi. And some other works that he's done is Oramaga Doki Zoo. Have you ever heard?
Nope.
And Barrage. Have you heard of Barrage? And he's done 3 other one-shot mangas. So it's like just one volume.
Chapter.
And this anime was directed by Kenji Nagasaki. So some other animes that he's directed are Gundam Build Fighters and an anime called Number 6. You haven't heard of that one? But he's worked on other animes such as Gundam 00, Gunslinger Girl, and Edo Rocket.
Yeah, that's such a weird like resume of things. Like, I fully like went into this expecting to see like, oh, this guy must have directed some really good stuff, and largely he hasn't.
Well, Gundam 00 is pretty good.
Gundam 00, yeah.
I really like that one.
Yeah, but besides that, like, it's a lot of small.
Is Gunslinger
projects.
Girl a good anime? I've always wanted to watch it, but
put it on the list.
Yeah, I'll just put it on the list.
What's really interesting actually is I think it was the second episode of season 3. Was actually had a guest director on it.
Oh, really?
Too. Yeah.
And not just an episode director?
Yeah. So like that one was a guy from Blood Blockade.
Okay.
And that's another Bones anime that I really want to hit eventually too. Okay. But yeah, there's also guest directors on some episodes.
Yeah. A lot of animes have guest directors. Or episode directors.
I think one of the key animators, speaking of just people from behind the scenes, one of the key animators who did the Todoroki versus Deku fight, which he also did, who's the same person who did the Muscular versus Deku fight.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And that guy he's like a rising star right now, thanks to that Deku Todoroki fight.
Yeah. We'll definitely talk about that one.
Exactly.
In favorite episodes, we'll probably talk that in cinematography.
Oh my goodness.
We could have a whole podcast of just that one episode.
We could have a whole podcast just on the Sports Fest.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Let alone that episode.
So the studio is Bones, like we mentioned earlier, and some of the animes that they've done is some animes that we've actually reviewed, like Mob Psycho 100 and Soul Eater. And there's one anime that caught my attention that I'm actually adding to my list, which is called Skullman. Have you ever heard of Skullman?
No.
So what's cool about this anime, or it was a manga released in the 70s, and I guess it was popular because it was about the bad guy and how he wants to take vengeance on like criminals or something like that. So he's a hero, but he doesn't care about if there's like casualties when he's trying to kill criminals or anything like that. So I added it to my list because it looks pretty interesting.
That you know what that sounds like. I was actually planning when I was first thinking about should I do My Hero or not. I was planning to like troll you along with it, because Bones does do a lot of superhero themed anime.
Oh, they do.
So I was gonna be like, oh, we're finally gonna do a Bones superhero anime. Mm-hmm. Be like, oh, well, we're doing Hero Man this week, and just string along My Hero. I couldn't contain myself. I needed to get this out.
All right, so this anime was licensed by Funimation in North America, and they've done like a bunch of stuff. We already talked about them quite a bit.
Yeah, Funimation do great dub work.
Yeah, a lot of talent. They have a lot of talent on their team. The music was done by Yuki Hayashi, and some of the animes that he's done is Triangle, Diabolic Lovers, and Haikyuu.
Oh, you missed one.
Which one?
We actually reviewed an anime already by this same person, and when I was looking up this, yeah, exactly. I see your look right now. So, if you had to guess, what anime do you think it's a fairly recent anime
that we reviewed.
No, that it's in the first 5, so you can probably guess. I'll just tell you. It's Welcome to the Ballroom. He did the music for Welcome to the Ballroom.
Oh, okay.
And so when I looked up when I first looked them up, I was reading about him, and I was like, this seems familiar because remember in Ballroom you were talking about how he was a ballroom dancer.
Okay, yeah.
To begin with. And then he liked the music, and so he wanted to make
his own music, that. Yeah.
So like when I was reading that in the description, I was like, this seems really familiar. Where have I read this before? Mm-hmm. And yeah, it's the same guy
who did
weird. Ballroom. So two great.
How did I miss that?
Yeah, I don't know, but it's two great musical accompaniments for both those animes. For this anime too is really.
How do you feel about the music?
The background music
in this anime.
I loved it. You say run, I'll put that song on any time of the day.
A lot of the music in this anime reminds me of like math rock, kind of very like technical guitar stuff.
Yeah, you know what song I really want to get a hold of from the OST is I think it was when they first show Muscular. No, it's either when the villains first get to the camp. It's like this really grimy heavy metal song. I really want to get a hold of that song, and then
a couple of times they showed this hip hoppy song.
Yeah.
And it's really cool. I think there's even cursing in it.
Yeah. There's a broad range in there.
Yeah.
One of my favorite songs in the series, one of my favorite background songs is whenever they're just like relaxing in school, and it's just a piano, and it sounds like it's not a wall. It's like I want to say prom aid. I don't know if you know what a prom aid is.
No,
it's kind of like a dance. It's
a type of dance.
I can't really describe it. Yeah, but that piano. It's just all it is just piano, and it's great. I really like it.
Yeah, piano's a great instrument.
Exactly.
All right, so the first opening theme is done by Porno Graffiti. And some of the stuff that they've done is they've done the 11th opening for Bleach, the 2nd opening for GTO, and the 7th ending for Relief. Have you ever heard of Relief?
That's not Relife?
Oh, Relife. There we go.
I know.
That's a misspelling right there. I even asked you about Relife.
Yeah, Relife.
And the 2nd opening is done by Kenshi Yosuke Yonezu. And he's done the 3rd ending for March Comes In Like a Lion and a bunch of one-off projects. And the 3rd opening is done by Amazarashi. and he's done the ending for Tokyo Ghoul and the opening for Rappan Kitan, Game of Lap Place.
Boy.
That's a really random anime. So what opening do you like the most out of these?
So out of these three, the second one for sure is probably my favorite.
Yeah, definitely. I don't remember the third.
Yeah, the third one's really forgettable.
Yeah.
I feel because it's more of like flashback images and stuff. It's not really a lot of really cool stuff. I don't really think.
Mm-hmm.
But we were talking about earlier. The fourth one is also. I know you don't have it written down right now. But
Yeah.
That fourth one is also really, really good.
The fourth one is my favorite, but that's in another podcast. We'll talk about that opening.
So when we were watching a few episodes before we started this podcast.
Yeah.
And I told you there's a really, really fun detail in the first one.
Yeah. What is that detail?
I'm gonna say it now because it was in cinematography, but.
Oh, you want to just save it for then?
No, I can say it now.
Okay.
It's a really good place. So I really like the fact that Bakugo trains at the busted out building where he lost the Deku. That's like a really fun detail that I love that they put in. Like he like uses that spot. That's like his starting line of where he figured out that he's not hot shit.
Yeah.
So
that's where he lost in the first lesson, right?
Yeah.
To Deku and
Uraraka.
Uraraka. It's a really hard name.
Yeah, Ochako. Let's say Ochako.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when him.
Gravity.
Yeah, your Gravity's a really good. I love that name. But yeah, that detail's super tight to me.
Yeah.
Like I really didn't like.
I wonder if there's any meaning to the other places that they're training.
Well, maybe
because Uraraka is like in the beach, and Kirishima, I don't know. It's like in a random building.
Yeah, so that's why I'm saying I don't know if.
Yeah, I guess not.
Yeah, but that scene of him stretching in the. I never thought I could get so amped watching people stretch.
Yeah,
and that's why it's my favorite.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. So the first ending theme is done by Brian the Sun, and he's done the ending for March Comes in Like a Lion again. I think I've seen that anime. Have you ever seen that one?
It just finished up.
Did it?
Yeah.
And is there only 2 seasons of that one?
It's like 40 something episodes, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he did the ending for the second season. And he's done the opening for Please Take My Brother Away.
Okay.
And the ending for another anime called Sweetness and Lightning.
Oh, that's a really cute anime.
It's about like a father and daughter or something, like that, right?
I'm pretty sure it's a father and daughter, and then a high school girl. Oh, okay. I want to say a third girl.
Huh.
Or a second girl.
Sounds like a one to add to the list.
Yeah.
So the second ending theme is done by Little Glee Monster. Yep. And they've done the second opening for Boruto and the theme for one of the Pokemon movies.
Okay.
And the third ending is done by Lisa, and it's like capital L, lowercase I, capital S, capital A.
Yeah.
And that's an acronym for is for Love is Same All.
I didn't know that actually.
Yeah. And some of the stuff that she's done is the second opening and the second ending for Angel Beats, the first opening and the first ending for Sword Art Online, and she actually won an award for best theme for one of the Sword Art movies.
So she's a really big anime artist.
Uh-huh.
And she even has her own live action show on Crunchyroll.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
It is weird. I don't know why, but it's there.
Okay. So for cross media, there's the manga.
Oh wait, before we go on, which is your favorite?
Oh, my favorite ending theme?
Yeah.
Obviously the second one.
Oh my goodness, it's too. So
all the ending themes are pretty strong.
Yeah, they are. They're all. What's the third one?
That's the one by Lisa.
Oh, is it? Okay. So that's my least favorite one, even though it's really cool looking.
Yeah.
But the one from Glee Monsters.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So a little backstory is, I was really jaded when My Hero Season 2 started.
Okay.
When I first started watching it, and I was like, you can't. These openings and endings aren't better than the first two, because the first two were really perfect in my eyes. They're really good, and I hated both of them to begin with.
Really?
Yeah, but then as it went on, they just wore on me, and I just that second ending is just too cute.
Yeah, it's super cute.
I was like, I need a spin off with just the girls.
Yeah, definitely.
That would be great. Who needs Deku? I don't need Deku to
get your My Hero fix.
Exactly.
But I want to give a shout out to the first ending theme, because I really enjoy that one as well.
Oh yeah.
One thing that I really enjoy about not really the song itself, but when Deku is running, there's like a small part where he lifts up his arm, because I don't know if he's sweating or crying, but he holds up his arm for a little bit, and then he lets go, and then you see teardrops or sweat or something.
That's really cool.
Yeah, it's a really nice detail that if you're not paying attention, you'll probably miss it. You'll just think he's running the whole time.
Right.
All right, so for cross media, there's the manga, there's a 3DS game, and there's also a PS4, Xbox, Switch game in the works. Oh, it's also on PC. And I think that's a remake of the 3DS game, is it?
I think so. I think it's about the same. I mean, I don't know if
they're
it's
both
remake,
fighting games.
but they're both fighting games, yeah.
Yeah. And there's also a movie to be released. And I just found out today when I got here that there's also a spin-off manga. Do you want to talk about that right now?
Just a little bit. It's just My Hero Vigilante.
Yeah.
So it's about a group of 3 vigilantes who are serving justice in their own way.
Yeah.
Right. I'm not too far into it. I'm about halfway of what's out right now, and it's really interesting because the subplot that's going on is that there's a drug going around the city that enhances quirks.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So it brings regular quirks into basically super quirks.
Oh.
So they don't really mention it in the anime, but everybody in class A and B have super quirks, superhero quirks.
Okay.
But there's people who have lesser quirks, probably Midoriya's mom.
Oh yeah.
And all that, who they're not really useful.
Yeah.
So
a drug like that would probably really enhance.
Yeah, exactly. So the thing about the drug is that it enhances your quirk, but it shuts off part of your mind. Oh, so it makes you go crazy.
Okay.
And then so they call it makes it like instant villains, they call them.
I wonder if that episode where they were in the internship, I wonder if that drug that those octopus people were trying to smuggle in was maybe.
Maybe
it might have been that drug.
That'd be really cool, actually.
Yeah.
Maybe if now that I've read it, maybe I should go watch it and see if that's what it was.
All right, so you want to go into the topics now?
Yeah, we can go to the topics.
Do you have anything general to say, or before we get into it?
I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have a lot to say this podcast.
Well, one thing that I want to say before we start, I apologize in advance. There's a lot of characters in this anime, and a lot of them have hard names, so I might refer to Tokayami as the bird guy or something.
The bird guy, yeah.
Or the guy
Fumakagi.
Fumakagi.
Yeah, that's fine. And even his hero name is kind of hard to say.
Yeah, they're
it's like a Tsukiyumi.
Yeah, it's 3 hard names for him.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think I have anything really general to say, but I love this anime.
Yeah,
that's it.
Okay, so want to hop into the art style
first, but before we jump into anything.
Okay.
B and J decided to do an exercise beforehand. Do you think we should do this first?
Yeah, I guess it'll fit. I don't know where else it would fit.
Right?
Yeah.
I don't think it'll fit well in the end either. But when we first started, Jay was asking me, what kind of quirk would you want? And all this. So we both wrote our own quirks. And
yeah.
I think even Jay came up with what his costume would look like.
Yeah, I did.
I'm not really like that. Like I'm not
my
really
my costume's
fashionable.
simple. It's not
Yeah.
it's not like over the top or anything like that.
I mean, I have like a villain costume idea,
Mm-hmm.
but not like hero.
Yeah.
So if you want to go first, you can say what
Okay.
your quirk. We can go quirks and then say your quirk and then your hero name.
Okay. So I didn't realize it until I finished making my hero quirk that there was already a character that had this quirk. And okay, so mine is I can create sinkholes.
Well, that's cool.
Like quicksand. There's already a character in Class B that can make. I guess his power is softening, right? He softens the ground.
That's actually the guy who got in on recommendations.
Oh, really?
He's one of the four
Okay.
who got in.
He's the guy that looks like a skeleton.
Yeah, he looks really cool.
He has no lips.
He's a dope design.
Yeah, he's
I think
really cool.
everybody has a dope design in this anime.
I guess like apparently I read that about his character. The author of this manga, he said that if he didn't have like no lips and like his teeth weren't exposed, he'd be a good-looking guy.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. But yeah, that's what my quirk would be. I don't know what I would call the quirk. I don't think I'd call it softening. Maybe I'd call it quicksand or something. Pitfall or something. Or pit, just pit.
What's really cool is they don't really explore it in academia, but they do explore in Vigilantes that there are people with the same quirk.
Yeah.
And I don't think they ever really mention it in the anime. Like I've always wondered, like, oh, what if people have the same quirk or whatever? And it's also really cool that there's varying degrees of a quirk.
Mm-hmm.
So like, it's like in Vigilante, his quirk is called Slide and Glide.
Okay.
So he needs to make at least 3 points of contact onto a surface, and he can glide across it.
Oh, okay.
But in an early chapter, he meets somebody who has the same quirk, but they only need two extremities to touch.
That's cool.
Yeah. So it's pretty.
I know
that idea is neat to me. That like you could have the same quirk, but a varying degree of it.
Mm-hmm. In the anime, there's like a bunch of people with water-related quirks.
Also, did you also notice the second invisible person in Class B?
There's a second
invisible person.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not know
exactly.
Well, they're invisible, so
the only reason why I think I noticed them the first time is because in the obstacle course, they finish like almost right next to each other.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But it's really neat. I might show you later. I'll show you later. But
yeah. All right. So what's your quirk that you came up with?
What was your hero name? Did you?
Oh, well, my hero name has to do with my costume. So I guess I could just talk about everything.
Go ahead. Yeah.
All right. So my hero name would be Dirt Nap.
Dirt Nap. That's tight.
Yeah, and the reason is because I want to be. My costume is gonna be like a gangster tuxedo thing. Like the way that I picture it is, you know Ryuji from Toradora?
Yeah.
Remember when he like slicks back his hair?
Yeah.
And how scary he looks? I wanted my costume to be like that.
That's tight.
Where I have slick back hair. I'm in a tuxedo with like pinstripes.
Oh, that's tight.
And
that'd be cool.
Yeah, and I make sinkholes. But then like the drawback is that my power is kind of like more built towards like a villain, because that my power would probably only be useful like in nature. Like, because if I did it like in a city, I would like cause like a whole bunch of traffic accidents. And if I caught a person in my sinkhole, like they'd probably die if I caught them.
Yeah.
So I'd probably need like some support character that could like apprehend somebody after I catch somebody.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah. So that would be my drawback, is that it's easy to kill people.
Oh my goodness. All right.
And I would probably not be useful in the city.
Yeah, I would probably. I don't know where it would be useful.
Yeah,
maybe
in the woods,
rescue situations, maybe.
Yeah, I also thought like maybe I could create sinkholes and I could like clog them as well.
That would be pretty cool.
Yeah,
like that would be like, that's why he's like softening, because he can soften and then harden.
Yeah.
All right. So my quirk, I actually named my quirk too.
Okay.
It's a hallucinate.
Okay.
So I have it written down as, So I make my opponents see things that aren't there.
Okay.
And the drawback I have to it is that the more the user uses it, the more that the user can't tell the difference between reality and the quirk.
Oh, okay. That's very interesting.
Yeah. So that's why I have a hero and a villain, because I was thinking about now I got into thinking about origins of my hero. So like the villain origin I have in my head is like they use the quirk too much one time. Okay. And then now they're just crazy. Now they're just like totally out
mental
of it.
patient kind of deal.
Exactly. So my two I have 4 names because I thought of just brainstorming a bunch of names.
Yeah.
So the first 2 are my hero names, and it's the psychic hero Brain Teaser or Mindscape.
Okay.
And then I really like Brain Teaser because it's just like a fun.
Yeah.
Like that's the one lesson I learned in the during the hero name episode. Like you want it to be like friendly enough and like approachable enough.
Yeah.
So like that's why I really like Brain Teaser, because it's just like
that makes my even hero name even more villainous, because it's like Dirt Nap.
Yeah, Dirt Nap. I mean, if you're dressed like a gangster, I mean it makes sense though.
Yeah.
That's how I feel.
Mm-hmm.
And then my 2 villain names were Brainbuster or Cortex Crusher.
Okay, that's really cool.
Yeah, so just like you can just mind bend people. I don't really have a costume. I didn't really think of one.
Oh yeah.
But I really, the idea of just tripping out opponents.
Yeah.
And then using physical strength to beat them while they're distracted is really interesting to me.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Like a quirk that doesn't physically hurt people.
Yeah.
But just like breaks them down mentally.
That's really cool.
Yeah. So I guess now we can get into art and cinematography.
Yep.
So everything about this anime, because I watched it in Blu-ray, it's beautiful. All the colors. It's a Bones anime for sure.
I wrote that. I wrote that. You can definitely tell that this is a Bones anime. Just from like the palette they use, it's like a lot of dark colors, and there's a lot of pop. Yeah. Everything really stands out.
Exactly.
Even that they're using a lot of dark colors, everything still pops.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, everything, even though it's dark colors, it's like bright.
Yeah, it's still bright.
All the character designs, great.
Oh yeah.
I can't think of a bad character. Even characters I hate.
Yeah.
They're really drawn really well. Yeah, I mean, I can gush about the art for.
Yeah, everything looks really cool.
Yeah, there's a lot of work went into it, and you can tell right away.
Yeah, the lines in this anime are really sharp and really cool. One thing that I really enjoy, I don't know if it's like art style or cinematography, is the eyes. How like sometimes the eye, like the pupils are like jagged a little bit, and that's like when they're like kind of hazy or don't know what to do. But then like when they're focused, it's like straight circle.
Yeah,
it's really cool.
I really just like the eyes in this anime are really, even besides that, just how they draw the eyes in it, it's pretty great. Like down to like when Bakugo is like pissed, you can see the lines in his eyes.
Oh yeah,
the stress that he's under. What were some of your favorite shots, cinematography wise?
Obviously, like there's a bunch of action sequences that are really cool.
Oh yeah, a lot. Super well done. Almost all the action scenes.
Yeah, I really like the close-up shots that they have of like Deku's fist or something like that, where like he clenches his hands or he clenches his teeth or something like that. All those shots are like really done well.
Or there's that scene that basically they ripped out of the manga where it's him versus Todoroki, the final burst between the two competitors, and like Deku just like some kind of like crane stance. Oh, it's so cool.
Yeah. Some like haggard stance, kind of like drooping down or something like that, right?
Yeah.
And Todoroki being like Super Saiyan with both of his powers awakened.
Yeah. I also really like the fact that how they show Deku's hurt is like really like realistic.
Oh yeah.
Like except for that Todoroki fight, I don't feel like that's realistic because
like different degrees of purple.
Yeah. And like he can still move his hands and stuff.
Yeah.
Even though like they shown before, like he's gotten to that state, and then now he can't move his arm.
Yeah.
But like one of my favorite shots is when he beats the 0 Point robot in the.
Oh yeah.
And you just see his floppy legs and his floppy arm.
Yeah. Like
flopping in the breeze.
Yep. That still shot's really cool.
Yeah. Oh man. Just that. I told one of my friends like in anime when someone breaks something, it stiffens up.
Oh yeah.
And that doesn't make any sense. Like you wouldn't be able to stiffen up a broken arm. Like you can't control it. It'll just be hanging there.
It'll just be limp.
Yeah, exactly. Do you have I have a bunch of cinematography stuff I have. So one of my favorite shots is the juxtapositions of the All Might video of Deku as a kid.
Okay, yeah.
So the same video that brings him joy in the beginning.
Yeah. And
how excited he is and all this stuff. And then he learns he's quirkless, and it goes to the only thing that's changed is the night. It's nighttime now.
Yeah.
So now the room's dark. It's no light. And then the whole mood of the video that you just seen as something happy has changed to solemn.
Yeah.
And like that's just, to me, that's just masterful storytelling.
Yeah.
On
it's a very beautiful scene.
Yeah, exactly. Of just Deku's mom just holding him and crying and saying that she's sorry. That's just.
And then the narrative from Deku saying that's not what I wanted.
Yeah, that's not what I wanted to hear.
Yeah.
I also that scene is also in it where he was like, what I really wanted to hear was, you can be a hero too.
Yeah.
That scene of when he's like on his knees, like shocked that All Might has told him this.
Yeah.
And like he's crying and he's thinking of all the things in the past that have held him down.
Yeah.
Like that he like started to believe that he can't be a hero, but now he feels he can.
Yeah.
Like fills my chest with like warmth. Like it's really, really good.
Yeah.
And it's all because of like how it's shot. Like there's other anime, like especially shonen anime when they do, I can't name a shonen anime that has a scene like that. Like a really like a scene that really gets you to like a hero, like a protagonist.
Yeah. Like
shot one or like in one scene. And between that All Might crying scene and the You Become a Hero scene,
yeah,
it's great. I love Deku. I also have here the Garbage Hill scream. So after Deku removes all the garbage from the beach.
Oh yeah.
And All Might sees him standing on top of the garbage hill screaming. Like I remember when I first seen that, I was so amped.
Yeah.
Like just the voice acting of him like screaming.
Yeah. And
like it shows like Deku was like almost damn near killing himself or pushing himself to like near exhaustion.
Yeah.
With this plan, just so he doesn't let All Might down.
Yeah. Very cool scene. It's shot very well.
Yeah, like you can see the sun's rising in the background, and the light, the God. I don't think it's God rays, but the rays of sunshine are twinkling off
the refracted light, right?
Yeah,
or something like that.
Yeah, are coming off and hitting Deku to where like looks more of like a silhouette screaming. Oh man,
and you see how ripped he got.
Yo, so I know you didn't even want to talk about the third season, but that pool episode shows that he got ripped.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Like almost all of them are ripped.
Everybody is ripped in that anime.
Except for Minata.
Yeah.
He just has like a plain
stomach.
A flat stomach.
Yeah, but everyone else is like ripped. Jesus.
One thing that I want to, like a little like detail is like towards the beginning of that like training sequence at the junkyard or the junk beach, whatever. Yeah. He's like trying to pull like a old rusty truck, and then later on, All Might's like driving the truck.
Right, that's a pretty cool detail.
Yeah, I don't know if it's the same truck. Well, it's the same truck, but I don't know if they restored it or something. I
Yeah,
don't know
right.
what happened there.
Or my favorite other favorite scene is like he's like I think Deku's pulling a fridge at the beginning, and he's like, and All Might's sitting on top of it, and he's always like, come on, he's always like, get off it. He's like, you're adding like 260 kilograms to this. And All Might's like, hey, I'm only 250 kilograms, okay? I was like, Jesus. What else do I got here? Do you have any?
I just pretty much put the action sequences.
Okay, so all right. So I already talked about Bakugo trains at the I put on the nuke zone in my notes, but
yeah.
Also one of my favorite shots in the anime is during Deku vs. Kakchan. There's a scene where everybody is praising Bakugo for his quirk.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, oh, whatever, you're so good. And then like Deku's like, oh, Kakchan, I want a quirk as cool as yours. And then in the back, like it shows him he's talking to himself. And then, but you can still hear people praising him.
Yeah.
And it shows you the point on where his head is getting bigger. And they illustrate that by zooming in on his head as these comments are going to him.
Yeah.
So like literally enlarging his head, like embiggening his head. And like that shot, when I seen it, it blew my mind. I was like, that's a really great technique. And like I think that scene ends with Bakugo going like, yeah, I am great. Yeah. I am, like, all of his
this is a
pride.
cool power that I have.
Yeah. So that scene is really, really, really like fun. Like that scene makes my is one of the reasons why that episode makes one of my favorite episodes of the series.
And then we see the end result of how that big-headedness how it becomes his character.
Yeah, exactly. And then how it becomes like his downfall.
Yeah.
Another cool detail, it's probably really not, but it's in the second season when Deku's crying because Uraraka joins his team.
Oh yeah.
You can see like Uraraka's getting wet and like she's like trying to wipe off his tears.
Yeah.
And then like even Minata comes like later on in the scene and then sees the pool of water there. And like even before that, when Deku's just talking to her regularly, you can still see the puddle of water from his tears.
That's funny. I didn't notice that.
Yeah, exactly. Like there's little details like that.
Doesn't his mom also cry like that as well?
Yeah. My favorite part of that is the mom going like, oh yeah, I passed out 5 times while watching it, but the last 2 times were just because I was dehydrated.
Yeah.
I also have when Todoroki beats Sero.
Oh yeah.
Deku's like just like commentating on Todoroki's like disposition.
Yeah.
And as he's saying it, the steam comes up and it fills the camera. So it's like, to me, it's a visualization of like the fogginess that he's going through at that time.
Yeah.
And then I was kind of jokingly saying it, half seriously saying it, like when Todoroki just uses his ice powers, like he starts freezing up, and then Deku like literally lights his fire to get him motivated again, which is a pretty cool detail. The ghosts of All For One, as I like to call that scene.
Oh yeah.
That's the scene where he's fighting Shinso.
Yeah. And
he sees all the past users of All For One, and my favorite part about that is that he sees All Might in there. So, and then even All Might knows like that means that it has been passed on, and that he is gonna lose it eventually. And he even knows that it's for the best that Midoriya becomes the symbol of peace.
Yep.
That and just all the really cool character design, all the shadows you can see are really dope.
You were telling me that the standard definition doesn't really hold a candle to the Blu-ray version.
Of that scene. Yeah. Oh yeah. I wanted to show you that, but I had pulled it out too soon.
Yeah.
We'll watch that scene real quick after because it's a really beautiful scene.
Yeah.
That even in the standard def, it's kind of cool. It's whatever, but it's really cool in Blu-ray.
Yeah.
And I really enjoy all those colors. And then the last thing I have here is like a big props to the directing team on Todoroki origin story.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So that episode with just Todoroki's mother is really, really like well done. And like I didn't even have this in my notes originally. I wasn't gonna talk about it because I had just barely noticed it when we watched it.
Yeah,
is that you don't see Todoroki's mom's eyes the whole time during those flashbacks.
Yeah,
until she's like freaked out and looks at him, and I guess
until she finally snaps.
Yeah, and that actually I think gives it more gravitas that you haven't seen her eyes until then.
Yeah, exactly.
Like because until that point, like she's like nameless and like in the background, and then right there, like she becomes like a prominent character.
Yeah. And that's when you notice that she also has the gray colored eyes that Todoroki
has.
He has one.
One, yeah. But I also really love that they didn't show us him getting burned.
Oh yeah.
Like they show the tea kettle going off, and then the mom with the strange look, and then it just stops.
Yeah.
Like I am a firm believer that the illusion of something happening
is worse than actually seeing it.
Yeah, worse, better than actually seeing it. You know?
Yeah.
Like it's leaving it up to the imagination. Like great horror movies do this, where they leave it into your like what you imagine is gonna be worse than what you see.
Yeah, exactly.
And I really give them props for not just taking the easy, like
doing
show them getting splashed or whatever,
or like seeing like a shadow or something like that.
Yeah, I mean even a shadow would have been kind of like artsy. I can feel.
Yeah,
but just alluding to that's what happened. Like immediately when it cuts, that's what happens. Is she throws the boiling water on him, and then like
the scene after is like him with Todoroki with the bandage
on his eye, and telling him the mom's been taken away for her own good.
Yeah, and blaming Endeavor for it.
Yeah, exactly. Really, really well done scene. That whole episode. Great. I love that episode.
Yeah, it's a fantastic episode.
Okay, so before we hit characters, what were your favorite quirks in the anime?
So, okay. My favorite, it was kind of tough, but my favorite is Shinso's quirk, brainwashing.
Oh yeah, I have a bunch of quirks on here, so
yeah.
Brainwashing is really, really dope.
Yeah, that's one of my favorites.
One of mine, the combo of All for One and One for All.
Oh yeah.
Pretty great. I really love that One for All is just a combo of two quirks that really weren't meant to be. They were like more accidentally put together than anything. And it's great because it went in. He gave, I guess it's not really spoilers, but he gave his brother the stockpile quirk, and it's just people have been. I'm guessing everybody who's had One for All has been quirkless because they're just All Might mentions like everybody who has this quirk just makes it stronger. That's why it's so strong up to this point because it's the strength of everybody behind you. Yeah, and I don't think any other quirks have been passed down with it. I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, but I also really like the fact that All Might says like, oh, if I would have gave Todoroki my power, he would have been a superhero. I like how there's the difference between a superhero and a regular hero. Yeah. Yeah, but I was also wondering, do you think, let's say he did give it to Todoroki, right? Would Todoroki's half hot, half cold get transferred
to the next person?
To the next person.
I don't think so.
You know, why not? Because
that's the stockpile is for just just strength in general, right? It's not
Yeah.
powers.
Yeah,
is it
but-
passing out powers?
No, but it's not only stockpile, because it's stockpile plus one for all, or all for one,
Okay.
which all for one just lets you transfer quirks.
Okay, so I guess then they
Right.
would get it.
And then people would just get hot and cold. So it's like
Yeah.
it can be really broken if you're
Yeah.
giving it to the right people.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, it's smart that they don't give it to multiple people. Maybe the strategy is you don't give it to people. You don't give multiple quirks to somebody, because look what happened to Nomu.
Yeah, exactly.
Like it overloaded him.
Mhm.
All the Nomus.
They're just like brain dead.
Yeah, because they can't handle all the power that they're being given.
Yeah.
So maybe it is a great idea just to give it to quirkless people, or give it to somebody who already has super strength. Or
Yeah. That's interesting because I know down the line they'll probably have less and less people without quirks.
right.
Yeah, because I know it was more common when All Might was given it, right?
Yeah, and now it's like 80%,
yeah.
down to 80%.
So when it comes to like to Deku giving it like I don't know if they'll ever do that, but it's probably gonna be like 5% or something like that.
What you got to think about it? It's like the more that people have kids, like the more that quirkless people have quirks with kids,
Oh yeah.
or kids with people with quirks, then the kid's gonna get the other parent's quirk,
Yeah.
or has a chance to get the other parent's quirk. Like the only way that you would still have quirkless people is if
Two
two quirkless people
had kids.
had kids, or a quirkless and a non-quirkless had a kid, or even you can see here, two quirk people can have
Mm-hmm.
no
A quirkless, yeah.
a quirkless.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just rare. It's just like a rare commodity.
Yeah.
Go ahead. You want to?
It's interesting that we don't see Deku's dad, but they do that a lot in anime, right? They only
yeah,
show like
I guess
one
so.
parent.
Yeah, I don't know if he's dead or if he's working. He's probably working.
Yeah, I'm sure he is because his mom doesn't work,
Yeah, right.
so he's at home.
Exactly.
I wonder what he does because he breathes fire.
Maybe he's a businessman.
Oh,
A
maybe.
businessman who breathes fire.
He's like that. That would be like a scary boss.
Yeah, exactly. Do you have any other? We can just go back and forth. Do you have more quirks? You have?
Yeah, I
What's
have a best genist quirk. Was it Fabric Master or something like that?
It's like fabric something.
Yeah, his power is like super overpowered.
Yeah. So do you know why? So his quirk is that he can control textiles.
Yeah,
Do you know why he uses jeans?
because it's easier for him.
Yeah, denim is one of
the easiest
to
to manipulate.
Yeah, so I really love that detail.
Yeah.
Of him.
The hardest is sweats. I believe.
Yeah. I think I seen that too on the wiki.
Mm-hmm.
I also have half hot, half cold.
Yeah, obviously.
Obviously,
It's such a cool quirk.
super overpowered.
Mm-hmm.
Frog, just because
Yeah,
it's really cute, really
Mm-hmm.
dope power.
I really like Koda's quirk. Was it animal voice or something like that, or what is the quirk
It's not-
called?
Is his name Koda too? It's not Koda. You're talking about Anima, right?
Yeah, Anima. Yeah, his name is Koji Koda.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That's being able to talk to animals. That's really cool.
Yeah, and bugs. That's really nice.
Yeah. I love how he's like they made him like really shy.
Yeah, it's super funny.
Yeah.
And when they're doing the train, well, I guess spoilers in the third season, they have to train their quirks, and he has to scream, and he's like, that's like the thing that he never does.
yeah, exactly. Like screaming so he can call with a wider range.
Yeah.
I also got Dark Shadow.
Oh yeah.
Dark Shadow's a super dope.
Yeah, it's super cool.
Gravity.
Yeah.
Gravity's
Just name all the characters.
That's what I'm saying. Sugar Rush. Erasure.
Oh, yeah.
Erasure.
It was a racer.
Erasure. And then I also have here 3 quirks from Vigilantes.
Oh, okay.
So I mentioned earlier Slide and Glide
Yeah.
is pretty cool. The other one it's called Bound. I think it's called Bound or Leap, but basically the character can jump as high in the air as she wants, and then doesn't take any fall damage. And she can jump so high it looks like she's flying, or the distance she can jump
Yeah.
is like she's flying. And then their villain that they're fighting right now, her quirk's called Queen Bee.
Okay.
So she's really coolly designed, where she has an eye patch, and so from her eye, I'm assuming she doesn't have an eye. So from her eye hole, she can spawn bees.
That's really cool.
And then each bee, she can see through it. So
like a surveillance kind of thing.
And then she can modify the bees to do stuff. Because in there, I was talking about the drugs. Like she modified the bees to where they're actually injecting people with the drug.
Oh wow.
And then if her drawback is if a bee gets killed or hurt, she can feel it.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Really, really dope.
So, I know you told me that the bounds thing that if somebody like grabbed her and tossed her, then she can take fall damage.
Yeah, she can take fall damage. She has to her quirk has to activate.
Yeah.
And so like she has to jump off of something in order for her quirk to start.
Mm-hmm.
I also really like just talking about Erasure real quick.
Yeah.
Is it Erasure? Erasure? I don't know if
Eraser
I'm saying
heads,
right.
right?
Yeah, Eraser heads.
Mm-hmm.
That he can't stop quirk mutations. Like
okay.
it says quirk like he stops
Nobu.
quirk. Like Nomu he can't stop because it's always active.
Mm-hmm.
So like as I was reading about it is like so like Ojiro, right? The tail man.
Yeah.
Like he can stop Ojiro's tail from working, and he can stop Ida's engines to stop working.
Yeah.
But he can't make those like the vestigial things disappear.
Yeah.
So like Pinky, like if he looks at her, it won't do any. Maybe she'll stop spitting acid.
Mm-hmm.
But anything that's not always active, it'll stop it. Just like if he looks at Hakegure,
yeah, like
she won't be visible.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's always on. It's always
a
passive. So I know we both have not a lot of worst characters or least favorite. So let's hit least favorite up first.
Okay.
I'll go first because I'm more surprised. I want to hear what your character is.
Okay.
And I've been kind of vocal on my too.
All right.
So my least favorite characters are Minata and Yuga.
Which one's Yuga?
Yuga is I Can't Stop Sparkling.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Ioma or whatever.
Yeah. Minata, obviously, obvious reasons. There's just a character there for
comedy relief.
Yeah, and I don't think it's done very well.
He's just perverted. That's all.
Yeah, exactly. And there's a character who has a better shtick for comedy relief, and it's just a way better character. And then I just don't find Yuga that funny personally.
I actually like him. He's not on my favorites or anything, but he's bearable to me. I really liked when he picked his hero name.
Oh, I can't stop sparkling.
Yeah.
So hit me. I love how it's in English,
and
then he has to explain it in Japanese.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty fun. I mean, I can see why you like. There's some parts where I laughed. It's just that I don't know. I really don't like. I don't know. He seems like he's like really intrusive at points too. Like when he teamed up with Uraraka.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh, you like Deku, don't you?" And then just like froze up Uraraka. Was pretty funny. I thought that was pretty funny. But I just find him annoying.
Yeah.
He's like an annoying guy. Like when everybody's introducing themselves to him, like everyone's just like steamrolling his introduction. So who is your least favorite?
Okay. So my least favorite was Sato, the sugar guy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I found like he's like kind of like boring, and there's other people. There's a bunch of people with like strength related quirks.
I think
so he kind of gets lost in there.
Yeah. I really like the condition of his quirk.
Yeah, where he has to have 10 grams.
Yeah, of sugar.
Yeah.
But then I also like how he when he burns it out, he just gets tired.
Yeah. It's like after an energy drink, he just crashes.
Yeah, but I I wouldn't put him like I didn't even mention him in my favorites or least favorites.
Mm-hmm. You mentioned that you liked his quirk.
I like his quirk. Yeah, his quirk is cool, but the character himself, he's not that cool. I can see it's like him, and then the guy with the doppel arms too is like really cool, but we don't really see much of him. Mm-hmm. I guess doppel arms is also really cool. A really cool quirk I could have put in there. Yeah, like, I like how he can move his mouth, along his body. That's pretty cool. Mm-hmm. All right.
So favorite
characters. This is so
there's a lot of them.
So I'm gonna try to hit the ones that I think we have the ones in common.
Yeah.
So Deku,
obviously.
Yeah. I mentioned it earlier. Just he's one of my favorite protagonists in a shonen anime.
Yeah, he's like a super likable character, and I can't help but like root for him all the time.
Exactly. So what's really funny is I originally didn't like that he inherited a quirk. Mm-hmm. I originally thought this anime was going to be about how a quirkless person became a hero and somehow overcome the obstacles using like a Batman-esque hero, like using his brains and his wits, gadgets to beat people. And apparently, from what I've gathered, that was the original concept for my hero, but they decided to give him inherit a quirk. Which I didn't like it, but now I can see it's pretty cool. I actually really do like it. Like the idea of what happens when you give somebody a superpower who's never had one. Yeah. Like, of course he would break your limbs. You don't know how to use it yet.
Yeah. It's great that they give him limitations, that they just don't give him the power and that's it.
Yeah, exactly. That's also one of my favorite things. I think we probably both have All Might on our list.
Yeah, All Might's really cool. I really like it when he doesn't have powers.
Oh yeah, how he looks. Yeah, he looks really dope without his powers. And then I just like the way he acts around Midoriya. Yeah, like one of my favorite scenes is in the second episode of the second season, where he's like, "Oh, young Midoriya," he's like, "Would you like to have lunch?" And then Iroha's like, "Oh my god, he's like a maiden." And he's just like a super fun-loving guy. Mm-hmm. I think we probably both have Sue.
Oh yes,
on here.
Yeah, Sue or Froppy.
Oh my goodness, she's just really, really cute.
Yeah, I love how like she doesn't really show any emotions, but you can still tell that she like gets embarrassed sometimes. Yeah, she just doesn't show it. You just see like a
little blush, right? Little blush. So somebody made a really good point one time and said that she's probably one of the best sidekicks that you could have because how level-headed she is. Oh yeah, in situations. Yeah. So like, even in the USJ attack where they were basically run up on, she was calm enough to see the situation and deal with it how she saw fit. Mm-hmm. Really, really strong.
Yeah, and even in the I guess in the third season, the Test of Courage, she wasn't scared or anything like that.
Yeah, exactly. We probably both have Bakugo, I would assume, right?
Yeah, Bakugo is a really cool character.
Really good. I don't know why I didn't put Explosion. That's my favorite quirk. One of my favorite quirks. But yeah, and then just like I said, his really arrogant attitude adds a lot to his character where I didn't really like him to begin with. Yeah. But his arrogance has really like grown on me. Mm-hmm. And like he's probably like the character who's grown. Like he was a bully initially, and now he's like, he still kind of is a bully. Yeah. But like he's kind of more warming up to people, which I really like. Mm-hmm. We probably both have Stain.
Oh yeah, I love Stain.
Stain's quirk, blood curdling, is really cool.
Yeah, I was gonna mention that for my favorite quirks is his
the blood curdling. Yeah, that one. Just how what he stands for. Mm-hmm. Like he's not he's almost an anti-hero.
Yeah, exactly.
In a way,
he wants to see real heroes. He doesn't want people in it for the money or anything like that.
Exactly.
People doing it like selfless heroes, pretty much.
Like
right?
All Might. Yeah. I like how he's like, I won't let myself die unless it's All Might that kills me. Yeah. And also I love how they use that story plot to like a jumping off point for other villains to start coming up. Yeah.
Todoroki. I'm pretty sure both of us have him.
I don't, surprisingly. I really like his origin story.
Yeah.
But
you think he's just like a bland character?
I don't know if I would say bland. Bland's not the right word I'd use for him.
Not enough personality?
Yeah.
I definitely see more progress in his personality later on. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe it's just because I'm tired of characters with daddy issues. It's such an easy, like out to give a character an edgy backstory. Yeah. Is that I hate my dad? Mm-hmm. Like, I don't know. It doesn't sit well with me. Like, I don't like. I think he's bland, but he's not bad enough to be like a least favorite character because his powers are really cool.
Yeah.
And the origin story episode is just so well done.
Yeah.
Like I can't not hate him. Like I can't hate him.
Yeah. But you definitely see like his personality coming through when he's like, especially in the finals, the final exam, the practical part.
Yeah.
When he's teamed up with Momo.
Yeah, like exactly.
He starts caring about what she thinks and what she wants to do.
Yeah, exactly. So I have Hakegure and Ojiro as a set on mine.
Oh, okay.
Because they're both they're a really cute couple.
Yeah.
And I would like to see more of them.
Yeah.
And then we both have Fumakagi on our. I don't know if you have Fumakagi on yours.
Yeah, I do. He's like really cool.
Yeah, his design's really cool. His quirk's really cool.
Mm-hmm.
I wish there was more of him.
I really like that his quirk, the shadow, actually has his own personality as well.
That must be really weird, like as a kid.
Yeah.
To have that quirk.
Mm-hmm.
Especially at night. Like the first time he figured it out that he can't control that night would be super scary.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like that idea makes me think that maybe he slept with a nightlight for that reason. Maybe he still sleeps with a nightlight for that reason.
Yeah.
Just so
it doesn't
Dark Shadow doesn't mess with them.
Yeah. Do you have Uraraka?
Yeah, I do.
As a favorite character?
Yeah, she's her episode against Todoroki, not against Todoroki, against Bakugo. Really, really great.
Yeah.
I really feel for her. I know that it's the one true, pairing is her and Deku.
Yeah.
And I just really want it to be Deku and Sue, but there's just like no relationship there between Deku and Sue. It's more of a friendship than anything. And
there was that one cute part in was it the first OVA where like Deku is supposed to rescue her?
Yeah, and he's like carrying her.
Yeah, he's carrying her. And she just was like embarrassed.
Yeah,
It was a very cute part.
But there's like a bunch of stuff like Uraraka telling him, the Deku looks like Gambare.
Yeah.
Like that, especially that, and he's like, somebody told me that this or whatever, and then he even says it later, like,
yeah, my
Deku doesn't always have to mean useless. It can mean
anything.
You can do it.
You can do anything.
Yeah. That's like really cool. And then just the really cute scenes of when she calls him.
Oh yeah.
After the stain attack. Is it after the stain attack? I think it's after the stain attack. She calls him, right?
Oh yeah.
And he's like, Deku's like, oh my god, I talked to a girl on the phone. Her voice was so close to me.
Yeah.
And then it goes back to Uraraka, and she's like, oh my god, I talked to a boy. And then I also really like Gunhead, the guy who's teaching her there.
Oh yeah, Gunhead.
He's really cool, and I just love how like even Uraraka was like, oh, he's so cute.
Yeah.
He talks really cute.
Uh-huh.
And then even like how Sue with the fish man, like she thought the fish man was cute.
Really cute, yeah.
Even though the person that working with him,
Siren.
Yeah. When Siren took off her ear and it turned out it was just a radio.
Yeah.
That I don't know. I freaked out. I was like, "What? Are you serious?" Because she's also really coolly designed.
Yeah, she's actually one of the characters that was designed for the anime.
For the anime, yeah. That whole episode is anime exclusive.
Oh, really?
It's the only filler episode that Bones did.
Okay.
It's not an original Bones story, because the writer wrote it, but
okay.
it is an anime only episode.
Okay.
Who's somebody who you think that's not on my list? I've taken over this this character list.
Shinso.
Oh yeah. Shinso, I already told you, I guess, earlier. Shinso's not on mine.
Yeah,
but
I really love Shinso.
Shinso's a really good character. I was telling you earlier that I really hoped that he'd get moved into the hero class.
Oh yeah, that would have been awesome to see that.
Just move down Minata.
Yeah.
Move up Shinso.
Mm-hmm. But I really enjoyed his backstory and how like he knows his power is like pretty much like suited for a villain, but he doesn't want to be a villain.
Yeah.
So, and I'm glad to hear that the writer, like in the manga, I don't know if, I guess they haven't wrote it yet in the manga, but he has plans for Shinso in the future.
That's tight.
Yeah. I also have like Eraserhead.
I don't have Eraserhead on mine. Yeah. Aizawa, he's pretty cool.
Yeah. His power is really cool, and I like that. I don't really understand how he could use those was it fabric that he has?
Yeah, his like steel fabric.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't understand it either.
But it's anime, and he kicks ass with it. So.
Yeah. So I also have Mei on mine, and that's the support girl.
Yeah.
Just her voice acting is like one of my favorite voices in the anime.
Mm-hmm.
And she's just a fun character. Like she's like probably the most fun character in the anime. I feel.
I really like how she's just she just used the sports festival just to advertise all the stuff that she can do.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
That's smart. I also have Gran Torino on mine.
Yeah, I don't have Gran Torino, but yeah, he's a cool character.
Oh my god! So this is the character I was talking about. That a lot of his play is comic relief.
Okay.
But he's such a cool character, down to his quirk. And from what I've heard, supposedly, from one of my friends, is that he was originally going to be the next inheritor.
Oh, really?
All for One. No, one.
It's One for All.
One for All, yeah. One for All. And then something happened, but he didn't end up getting it.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Also have, I think, to finish it off, Mount Lady.
Oh, Mount Lady is a strong character.
Oh my goodness. Even to when she's like kind of bullying Minata.
She's kind of like a selfish hero because she like pretty much does stuff only for herself.
Yeah, exactly. And from what my friend was telling me, also Mount Lady was originally supposed to be the main heroine of My Hero. Supposedly,
really?
Yeah.
Huh. That would have been interesting.
Yeah, but I guess it's just Uraraka now. Do you have anybody who...
Lita?
Oh, Ida?
Yeah, Ida. Or Ida.
Yeah.
I really like him. I like how over the top he is.
Yeah.
I put that he's a good example, like a juxtaposition of the loud character in Wandering Sun, of like how you do a loud character right.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Because he's a loud character. He is annoying, but he's also very likable.
Exactly. I feel like almost every character in here is like really likable. Like I know like none of us probably put down Jiro. Jiro's the
earphone jack.
Yeah, earphone jack. She's dope.
Koda. What's his name? Yeah, it's Koda.
Yeah, the anima
guy. He's really nice.
He's cool. I didn't put Momo down on mine, but Momo is really cool.
Overpowered power.
Yeah, exactly. Do you have any other character that you want to...
I have some for most underutilized. Did you do any of that?
I have two.
Okay.
So, obviously, I'm a little biased, but I really want more Sue.
Okay.
I can never have enough more Sue.
I don't think she's underutilized, though.
But I want more, though. I want more.
You want an own episode.
Exactly. More than just her own episode that she already had. Season. You give me a whole 12 episodes of just Sue. A Sue slice of life. Anime I would totally watch.
Oh yeah, from like her high school days with the lizard girl.
Yeah, middle school. Yeah. And then Shinso, that they just used them for 2-3 episodes, and then we haven't heard from him since.
Yeah.
I would love to see more of him.
I actually have a few characters.
Yeah, go ahead.
So I have Hakagura, the invisible girl.
So like, the cast is huge.
Yeah.
That's the good part and the bad part. But as we see kind of like into season 3, they're doing a real good job of balancing the huge cast.
Yeah.
I feel.
Yeah, they are.
But yeah, the characters are gonna get left behind, and I feel like Hakagure is one of them.
Yeah. She gets put aside a lot of the time, and since she's invisible, you can't even see her when she is part of the group.
Yeah.
So, I just want to see more of her endeavors, I guess. I also put like the whole of Class B. Everybody in Class B I want to see more of.
Oh, yeah, everybody.
Yeah.
I don't know her name, but her quirk is Big Hands.
Oh, yeah.
I really want to see more of her. She's really cool.
Mm-hmm. And I really like the steel guy.
Oh, the still guy. Yeah, he's pretty cool. Oh, his name's Teru. I think.
Yeah, it's like the same thing twice.
4 times.
Oh, is it?
Cause it's his first name is I'm pretty sure it's
Teru.
Teru. Yeah, no Tetsu. Tetsu. His first name's Tetsu.
His last name is Tetsu. That's funny.
Yeah, and he finished in the top 10 in the entrance exams.
Yeah.
Too.
And then there's that one of the really funny characters, in my opinion, is the guy that can copy people.
Yeah, he's pretty douchey, and I like him.
I really liked. I keep talking about the 3rd season, but like when they're gonna go study, and he's the only one from Class B that needs to study from the
exactly.
The he's like, oh, what's this? People in Class A need to study. It's freaking hilarious.
I want to see more of their homeroom teacher. He looks pretty cool too.
He looks like a pit bull or something.
Yeah.
But there's other characters in there that we finally see in the 3rd season that I'd want to see more of, like that guy that he's like a thought bubble or something.
Yeah, that's the other invisible person.
Oh, how is he invisible?
He's invisible. I mean, he's a thought bubble.
Yeah, I guess.
That's all he is.
Mm-hmm. I actually read that his power is called his quirk is called comic. So I don't know what that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I was trying to look what it was.
Mm-hmm.
Because I knew he was just invisible, but people can see the
thought bubble.
Yeah, the thought bubble.
Yeah.
That kind of blows.
So I'm interested in seeing like a lot of those characters, and then there's like that beast-looking guy with glasses.
Yeah.
And the vine hair girl.
There's this girl in that class. I don't know if she's in in Class B or in another course, but she's a girl with horns. She has horns and big eyes.
Okay.
And her name's Pony.
That's Class B, I think.
Is it Class B?
Yeah.
I want to see more of her. Mm-hmm. You only see her for like 2 seconds in the sports festival, and like she's really, really cute, and I would like to see more of her.
Yeah. And then I have some of the pro heroes as like as some people that I'd like to see more of, like Lunch Rush. I want to see more of Lunch Rush. Power Loader, I'd like to see a lot more of. Best Jeanist, of course. I actually put Midnight. I want to see more of Midnight.
I really love the scene of Midnight and Mount Lady fighting each other.
Oh yeah, like on the talk show.
Yeah. And like how Midnight's original costume was.
Oh yeah, super provocative, like bondage stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
But that's all I really have for characters. Do you have any more? That you want to talk about?
No, I think we pretty much nailed what I want to talk about.
Yeah, there's a lot of characters in this one.
All right, so we both have, I think, a fill in the blank least favorite for these ones also. Mm-hmm. So mine was just do your best, Ida.
Okay.
One, I just don't, the name of that title, it's kind of funny. But
which episode is that?
So that's the one where they're deciding who's going to be class rep.
That's the one that I put.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, good. So we're saving some time here. But yeah, it's just like a whatever episode. It doesn't really impact anything.
Mm-hmm. All there is like the ending is when the villains come in.
The USJ.
Yeah, the USJ.
Yeah, don't really dig that episode. Yeah, I usually
nothing really happens on there. We know a little. We learned that he's related to Ingenium. That's about it.
Is it Ingenium? I guess that's how you say it.
Yeah.
I say like Enignum. But it maybe Ingenium. This was just a dope name, by the way.
Yeah, super cool. I was hoping that Lita's his name that he was gonna choose was Emergency Exit.
That'd been cool.
That would have been really cool.
I also really like how they passed mantles down like that. too. Like he's like, oh, I can no longer be this hero.
Yeah.
So take my name.
Yeah, that's really cool.
That's fucking dope. All right, so here we go. Favorite episodes.
Favorite episodes.
All right, so I think this anime, the first 4 episodes are like the strongest first 4 episodes I've seen in a while. Mm-hmm. I think it's probably I don't want to. This is the reason why it belongs up there in like in your top 3 in my top.
Yeah,
like
it hits the ground running.
Like The World Only God Knows, the first 4 episodes, great.
Mm-hmm.
What was also in that top 5? Scum's Wish for 4 episodes, great.
Yeah, Soul Eater
for 7 episodes,
great.
These 4 first episodes, great. Hits the ground running.
Mm-hmm.
Gives you all you need to know about Izuku and how you can get behind him.
Mm-hmm.
Gives you the great crying scene.
Yeah, great backstory.
When Deku rushes to go save Bakugo,
mm-hmm.
and just like that scene's just really amazing too.
Yeah,
of All Might saying like, this guy without a quirk can be
he's more of a hero right now than I am right now.
Anybody here is. Let's see what's a really good highlight from the third episode. Third episode is the Garbage Hill Scream scene.
Oh yeah.
Very great. Just show you how much Deku is determined to fight. And then just finally episode 4 you see the
entrance exams.
The entrance exam and the power he now has, and the cost of it.
Yeah.
And then also you get that scene of Uraraka like going to try to give her points up.
Oh yeah.
To get the Deku, just because she noticed he just wanted 1 point.
Yeah.
And she's like, she can take some of mine if it counts.
Yeah, I put episode 4 as one of my favorites, just for that scene alone of him punching the 0 point robot.
Oh, it's
such a fantastic scene.
I think that's I don't think it is the first time we hear You Say Run, but it's one of the classic moments of that song playing and him just doing his smash.
Yeah.
I like how All Might says it. He's like, you clench your fist and you clench your butt cheeks together.
Yeah. To use the power.
Yeah. I also have Deku versus Kakchan.
Okay.
That's one of my favorite episodes of this series.
That's in the classroom, right? When they're protecting the bomb?
Yeah.
Okay.
So just from everything to like where he flips Bakugo, and then you finally get to see how Bakugo fights like with momentum.
Yeah. Super cool. If I had that power, I would never think to use it for maneuvers.
Oh God, it's just really, really cool. Like, and then just like the Bakugo and Deku's backstory of them being kids.
Yeah,
like that's really well done.
Mm-hmm.
And then it leads to that moment where were we on 16 podcast now?
Yeah,
where I've mentioned that the ending comes and then the theme song hits, and you're like, when you hear All Might go, hero team, win, and then it hits the theme song.
Yeah,
it's perfect.
Definitely.
Do you have any other from the fur? I think the best way to tackle these is going to be through season.
Okay.
So what's one of your favorite ones from the first season?
Well, I had episode 4, like I said. I think the next one that I chose is in season 2.
Okay, so we can move on to season 2 then.
But one thing that I want to just mention is that when Uraraka, yeah, when she touched the bomb, how cute she looked when she hugged it. I really enjoyed that.
So one of my favorite things that came out of My Hero was basically all the edits people made of Uraraka hugging stuff.
Oh really?
Yeah.
There's videos of that?
It's not videos, it's like there's a bunch of picture edits of it. So I'll go look and see if I can find some later.
Also, one thing about that episode, I really liked how Lita got into his character of being a villain.
Oh
pretty freaking hilarious.
He actually got into it.
Yeah.
So here I have almost every episode of the Sports Fest. The standout one for me is Todoroki origin story.
Yeah.
Just I talked about it a lot in cinematic, but it's just the fight scene and all the flashback scenes are really, really well done.
Yeah, it blends so well together.
But like, it has my favorite episode title. It's like In Their Own Quirky Ways.
Yeah,
I think it's my favorite strategy.
Mm-hmm.
Great names for
episodes.
I don't want to take up too much time talking about each episode. I could talk about.
It doesn't really matter. It's like there's no time limit for.
I know. I just don't want it just too long. It's I guess I could talk about every episode in there. The cavalry battle.
Yeah. I actually put episode 16 as one of my favorites. That's the race.
Is that the race? Yeah, was really dope. You see how Midoriya uses his smarts to
win that one.
Doesn't even have to use the quirk, his quirk through the fight.
Through that whole race.
Yeah. And how it pisses off everybody.
Yeah.
And then you get that really cool cinematic shot of when everyone's glaring at him. Like he's really small and everyone else is just towering over him.
Yeah.
That was also one of my favorite shots. I forgot to put it down.
One of my favorite shots is when the actual explosion part, and he actually said like, I'm borrowing your idea, Bakugo, and like he's
right
with the explosion.
Oh,
it's so cool.
And then I really love it like when he's losing speed, and then he just gets it and slams it again to get more momentum. Oh, it's just so like big ups to the writer for even thinking about using that as a contraption to work.
Yeah, that's really cool.
It's a really, really great idea.
And going back to the Todoroki Deku fight, one thing that I really enjoyed is when he used his thumb in his mouth.
Oh my god, I marked out when I seen that the first time. I was, I geeked out. It was really
it's
intense.
Like one of the most badass things I've ever seen in an anime is that thumb part in his mouth.
My roommate hates me when I watch My Hero because I tend to get really loud when I get excited. And in that episode, I remember waking up like at 7:00 in the morning and watching it. And then I remember him coming out of his room pissed because I woke him up in the morning because I was just getting like screaming at my TV how awesome that fight was. And then every fight in there is like super well done. Yeah. One of my favorite realizations is the Deku versus Shinso fight is probably only like in reality like a 30-second fight. Yeah. And like even President Mike says it like, oh, that was kind of boring. Yeah. But like how it was portrayed and how it was directed made it way more interesting than what it had the right to be, I guess.
Yeah, if you were somebody in the audience, then it's just like two people just standing and then
one person walking to the edge. Yeah. And then like an explosion and then somebody getting punched.
And that's it.
And then a flip and then that's it. I really like how it called back to his fight with Bakugo when he flipped him.
Oh yeah, he used like the same technique to flip him over.
All right. I also have. Go ahead. What was some of your favorites in the Sport Fest?
Well, any more? Well, we pretty much talked about everything. I like the Bakugo and Iruka fight.
Oh yeah,
Iruka. I don't know.
Uraraka.
Yeah.
Ochiko.
Yeah,
Ochiko is easier to say.
Yeah, I guess so. But yeah, her fight was really cool.
Really well done. Let's see if I have any.
Her using like the terrain against him, like in like a surprise attack kind of deal.
Yeah, and then him just blowing over it.
Yeah.
I like how he was pushed to his edge also.
Oh yeah.
Maybe because he just used that big explosion at the end, but he was almost out of juice by the time that fight was over.
Yeah. And when he was in the bleachers, he like in his mind he was saying that like he didn't take her lightly or something like that.
Yeah. Right? Even Aizawa was like because when everyone starts booing Bakugo, he's like, if you think that he's taking it easy because she's a girl, you need to leave. Yeah. And consider becoming a new profession.
Yeah.
because he's not taking her lightly. Because if he just went in there and tried to mess her up, he makes one mistake and
he's out of
done.
the ring.
He's done, yeah. So he smart, on him, really.
For taking every fight seriously.
Yeah. The howitzer attack.
Oh yeah, with Todoroki versus Bakugo.
Yeah, to be honest with you, who did you think was gonna win the sports at the beginning of it?
At the beginning, it's Todoroki for sure.
I really wanted Fumakage to win.
Oh yeah.
I really wanted him to win.
He really dominated on Momo.
Oh yeah, he just went right past it. Who did he face second? I forget who he faced second, but he also just pushed him out.
The hair girl, I think.
Yeah, I think also too.
The girl with the vines.
No, wasn't that Ida? Didn't Ida just push her out?
Oh yeah, Ida just pushed her out.
I forget who he fought, but he just pushed him out, and I thought that was pretty great too. I did not foresee him losing to Bakugo like that.
Yeah.
But anyway, another one of my other favorite episodes is I think it's called Let's Pick Names.
Yeah, I have that in episode 19.
Episode 19. That one's a really, really great filler episode.
Yeah, super cool.
I also have Everyone's Internships. That episode is really, really fun.
Yeah.
Wait,
26 is the one with the names.
Is it one of the names? Okay.
Yeah. 19 is the one where Shinso fights Deku.
I don't have the name on here, but it's the next episode after the names episode, and that's when he meets Gran Torino. I think it's like a strange something Gran Torino.
Yeah.
That episode's really, really cool. That's when Deku learns how to use full cowl.
Yeah.
And it's just dope.
Yeah, very Spider-Man-esque.
Yeah.
Doing it in the alleyway and stuff. It's really cool.
Do you have any other episodes on there?
Yeah, I have episode 29 and 30. I put that as a pair. It's when they're fighting Stain.
Okay, yeah.
Those are some fantastic cinematography in there.
Yeah, exactly.
And Stain's just like such a badass throughout that whole thing.
Exactly. Like he's so calm during that whole fight.
Yeah.
And like it shows you like his quirk only works if he's efficient in battle.
Yeah.
And he's efficient in battle.
Yeah, super efficient.
I pretty much gone through all what I have.
Well, did you mention the finals for the test?
No, but I should have though.
Yeah, 35, 36, 37. All those episodes.
All those episodes really great.
Yeah. I really like all the combos that the characters have.
Yeah, I that's the one thing I want more of. I want more team ups.
Yeah, exactly.
I really think that Fumakage and Sue team up is really.
Oh yeah,
really
I
cool.
wrote that was really fun to watch. That.
I don't know if you noticed they've teamed up before too. They teamed up in the bomb exercise. Also.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, they were teamed up there.
Huh.
But it's just you don't see them. Like all you see is like Dark Shadow activating and like Sue jumping in the frame.
Oh, okay.
But they've also been paired up there, and I'm really excited for the Sue Ochako team up.
Yeah.
In this season.
Mm-hmm. I also liked Todoroki and Momo's dynamic, like how at first she was just having him lead the whole way
right
for the test. And then, like, towards the end, when he gets captured, she has to, like, start thinking for herself, and she wants to save him and all that stuff.
Yeah.
It's a really cool episode, or a little thing. I don't know if that was dedicated to a whole episode or not, but
yeah,
I think it was just part of an episode, right?
Yeah.
And then Jiro and Koda, I really like them as a team.
Almost every other teams were pretty good,
Mm-hmm.
I feel. I think they said they paired them up in a specific way.
Yeah.
To like complement each other's quirks.
Yeah.
Or complement each other's styles, I guess.
Yeah.
And then the Deku vs All Might fight where All Might hits Bakugo so hard that he throws up.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
That's so cool.
And then and the last episode was it 40? It's not 40. What's the number of the last episode? I don't know if you
38
have it on there. 38.
Mm-hmm.
That last episode, I was telling you as we were setting up.
Yeah.
I have never felt so uncomfortable.
I know.
Watching My Hero.
And it sets you up like it. set you up like that it's gonna be like this lighthearted mall episode.
Yeah.
And then they just throw that giant curveball that Death Hand is there, right? That's his villain name, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
And like he just puts his hand around Deku.
Yeah, such a tense moment. Like I was on edge that whole episode.
And like how he's like gripping his neck harder and harder.
Mm-hmm.
And then Deku looks up and sees Uraraka there.
Yeah.
And then he's like, you need to leave, get out of here.
Yeah.
Not even calling for help. He's like, you need to go.
Yeah.
And the crazy thing is Deku was ready to die there.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, go ahead and kill me. You're gonna get stopped.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna get caught.
Yeah.
And then that's when Death Hand is like, well, how many innocent people think I can kill before
Heroes
get here?
Yeah.
Oh,
He's like 30.
Oh, that's so tight.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, great episodes.
We didn't even for like favorite characters. We didn't even mention like the League of Villains or any of them, right? Like the teleport guy is really cool.
Yeah, but we don't really see any of the League of not in season 2.
Mm-hmm.
Like Toga, the girl.
Yeah.
Like I know when I first seen her, I wanted to know more about her right away, and then I think his name is I think it's Toby or Toby,
Dobby.
the guy with the Frankenstein face.
Yeah.
And the blue flames.
Mm-hmm.
That guy is really really cool.
Yeah. I actually wanted to put them as favorite characters, but they're more season 3 than season 2.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Think.
Oh, you know what? I actually forgot of favorite character, Kiroshima, the guy that can harden his body.
Yeah, he has a really, really dope design.
Yeah, and I like his costume too.
Him and the metal guy are pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right, so here comes like the hardest question that came across to me was what were the changes
you would
make in this anime?
Well, the thing is, since this anime is still going on, I don't think I'd want to change anything just yet. But
yeah, because like we don't know what's like they could fix. So what would you change from this point that we're at?
I would have liked to see more of the minor characters.
That's exactly what I put. That's the only thing I put. Yeah. I want to see more of the minor characters. Mm-hmm. Like I wouldn't mind filler episodes of just
them hanging out or something.
Yeah.
Just so we could get into their heads a little bit more.
Yeah,
see their personalities.
Yeah, that's all I have honestly for it.
Yeah. You heard it here first. More Froppy, please.
Please.
And more Hakagure.
For the love of God, please more. Like we said earlier, like I'd love to have like Fairy Tail has its own like Fairy Tail Girls manga, where it's just focusing on the girls of the guild. Like I would love a My Hero Academia Girls.
Oh yeah, that'd be fantastic.
Yeah, exactly. I would read the crap out of that.
Yeah.
So do you have any final thoughts that you want to get through here that we haven't touched on?
Just watch this anime. It's actually really good.
Oh,
it's very good.
Would you say did it live up to the hype that people were putting on it? I know personally, I put a lot of hype onto this.
Yeah, I know you did, and I think it definitely. It didn't exceed the hype that you did, but it was very on par of what you were saying.
Oh, I know. I hyped it.
Yeah.
I there was a point to where like I thought I hyped it too much because I was like, I hate when people overhype stuff, like to me personally.
Yeah, because it sets you up to be disappointed.
Yeah,
with it.
But I don't think to me there was no point where I was ever really disappointed.
Yeah.
In the anime.
Mm-hmm.
All really in my head that I was disappointed, but like in retrospect when I think about it, I was like I was really satisfied.
Yeah.
Accessibility.
Anybody could watch this. There's barely any like fan service on.
Fan service does happen.
Yeah, there's like just a little bit. Like Midnight is all fan service probably.
Yeah, but other than that, it's fairly safe for anybody.
And I would say get into it now because it's probably going to be a long anime, right?
I'm hoping.
Yeah, I hope so.
So I wanted to mention this in the general, but I totally forgot. So when the president of Bones, when they first finished My Hero, the first season, they held on to it for a year before they premiered it.
Okay.
Because they wanted the manga to get farther, and the president has come out and said that he wants to adapt all of it.
Oh, that'd be fantastic.
He came straight out and said we want to do this as long as we can.
Yeah.
So that makes me very excited that Bones is in it. You know,
that's super cool. Because has Bones ever done like a really long anime?
Fullmetal Alchemist is pretty long, and then I think that might be their longest right now. Okay. I feel like it's been their longest, but I really want to see how long they can keep up. Shonens aren't known for great quality.
Yeah.
And My Hero is a quality above a lot of shonen.
Yeah, definitely.
So
from like all these episodes, like we didn't have any least favorites. That our least favorite was still a good episode.
Yeah, because we have to. I feel like we need to fill in a point. I just don't want to be like, oh, we didn't have a least favorite. At least talk about something that I felt was kind of negative. Like I had a kind of negative attachment to that episode, but it's still not a bad episode.
Yeah, not in the slightest.
Great quality.
Yeah,
great characters. What I'm really hoping for, I think my friend said we're like a third of the way through right now. I wouldn't mind them this next arc to be a filler arc.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool. Just like them training or something.
Yeah, let the manga get farther ahead.
Okay,
do a filler. I'd also would love them. I was thinking about if they took a year off of My Hero and did a Vigilantes anime.
Oh yeah.
And I also think it would be really cool if another studio tackled Vigilantes also. They get a different perspective on the world. Like if Bones didn't want to do it, like because of fatigue, I'd be like, that's fine. Like take a year off.
Yeah, give it to Trigger.
Oh my god. I actually don't feel Trigger would do a good job because I feel where Trigger dominates the most and is original content.
Okay. But
there are some good contenders. I would like to see somebody animating it.
Yeah.
Rewatchability high.
Super high.
Oh, also accessibility. Crunchyroll, Hulu, Funimation.
I prefer Hulu.
Hulu's really great.
Yeah.
It's really good. It's the highest quality streaming I would say out there right now.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's on Netflix. You can check your local illegal sites. It's probably on there.
Yeah. The only thing that you can't really get on the streaming sites is the OVAs.
Yeah, which just sucks. Even the Blu-rays don't have the OVAs, which really pisses me off.
Yeah.
I hate.
We never even mentioned the second OVA, the one where we see all the zombie people.
That's also a really great episode.
That's another one of my favorites. It has the best use of Minata in there when they're zombies, because in that episode everyone becomes zombies except for Todoroki, Deku, who else? Uraraka, and I think that's it, right?
Yeah.
And they go into a cave, and Todoroki makes an ice wall, and then you see a small glimpse of Momo trying to break the ice with Minata. It was pretty cool.
Oh, gosh dang.
Hilarious.
So we're down to the rating. What would you rate it?
This is a light recommend.
Light recommendation.
No, I'm just joking.
I'll go with a severe pass on this one. No, highest recommendation.
Yeah.
High recommendation. Mm-hmm. If you're not watching this already, what's wrong with you? You need to do it. I try whenever I figure out one of my friends is in the anime. I always be the last couple of years I've been like, have you seen My Hero? Mm-hmm. And be like, oh, you gotta watch it. I was trying to get on the faithful New Year's, Cherry Bomb New Year's.
Yeah.
I was trying to get Eric to watch My Hero.
Yeah.
But he was like, oh, I don't like shonens. Mm-hmm. But it's more. I don't know.
It's
I don't know if I'm overselling it.
It's not a typical shonen to me. It's like, I don't know. It's just really good.
It's not a shonen. It's the shonen. There's a reason why it's one of the new big three now.
Yeah.
There's a good reason. I can't speak much too much of Black Clover, and we haven't seen that much of One Piece. I heard the One Piece anime is just like trash comparatively to the manga. But from what I've heard about people talk about the manga to the anime for My Hero, they say it's almost a shot for shot remake.
That's really cool.
And that I love it. Like when they lift pages from the manga, like that. I think I sent you that when they're posing.
Yeah, the comparison.
Yeah, and it's like exactly the same. Yep. Like what you would love to see. And when you read the manga, you're like, I want to see this animated how it is, and it's exactly how it is.
Yeah,
is really, really cool.
Mm-hmm.
So, high recommendation.
Yeah, super high recommend.
All right, Jay. What do you? I'm sorry. I had to.
You set the bar
spot.
really high. You set the bar really high for this one, but I don't even know what to say. I'm just picking pretty much a random anime.
There you go. Set the bar. Put the bar back down where it belongs.
Put the bar back down really low, actually. So I'm picking an anime called you might have seen it at least. My Little Monster.
No, I've never seen it.
You never heard of it?
I've heard of it. I've never seen it.
Yeah. So it's pretty much just like a run-of-the-mill anime, kind of dime a dozen anime. It's about a love story between like a really smart girl and a delinquent.
Oh, it might be cute.
Yeah. So, I mean, from what I read with reviews, it's a very middle ground. A lot of people rate it from like either to 6 to an 8 out of 10.
That's fine.
So we'll see. We'll be the definitive answer of whether it's a good anime or not.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
You heard it here first, folks. Anime Cherry Bomb, definitive reviews.
Yeah. It's like the verdict is in once the review comes out.
Exactly. That means once this podcast is out, you can go and watch the anime. It means we waited the pools.
Mm-hmm.
It's safe to come in, kids.
Yep.
So that's a
podcast.
That's a podcast, everybody.
Yep. A little longer than like the usual one.
Yeah. Usually I don't think we even go this long, even after editing, post editing.
Oh yeah.
Or pre-editing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what's gonna be taken out of this podcast because I had so much fun.
I know. This was a good one.
This is a good one. Don't forget to follow us on SoundCloud and
give us a like.
Give us a like, a heart. It's a heart, right?
Yeah,
heart.
It says like, but there's a heart on it.
Yeah, whatever. Subscribe and comment, rate on YouTube and on iTunes.
Yeah, especially on iTunes. If you give us a high rating, it definitely helps us out. It gives us a lot of exposure.
Yeah. Easy enough links to where I can say them out loud right now.
Mm-hmm.
SoundCloud.com/AnimeCherryBomb.
Yep.
Was it TinyLink.com/CherryBombTube and CherryBombTunes.
Yep. Tunes is the iTunes.
Tunes is the iTunes. Tube is the
YouTube.
Every week, future content.
That should just be a running gag where we never post anything on YouTube.
It's coming. We were talking about it today. It's coming. It might be the division of power. I know has to the division of work has to probably fall more on me. But I feel like it's gonna get done.
Okay.
We're gonna get through this.
Yep, we'll do it. All right, guys. So we'll see you guys in the next podcast. All right.
Oh yeah. If you like us, share us.
Oh yeah, definitely share us.
Yeah, please and thank you. We would appreciate it. 5 stars.
Mm-hmm. All around.
Yeah, get us out there, please and thank you.
All right, guys. So that's the podcast. We'll see you guys later.
All right, bye.